Hey guys, it's Logan and welcome to another video. Today we are doing week 9 reaction plus week 10 predictions. Starting first off, Thursday Night Football, Jets at Colts. Colts won this one 45-30, pretty big blowout. Moving Indianapolis to 4-5 and the Jets to 2-6. Falcons at Saints. Falcons pull this one out 27-25. Moving Atlanta to 4-4 and New Orleans to 5-3. Broncos at Cowboys. Oh, this was an amazing win. Broncos actually pulled this one out, like dominant, crazy, just stuck it to the Cowboys, 30-16, 30-0 with like 5 minutes left in the game. Just gave up some garbage time points at the end, but it was really great win. Shut them down in like all facets of the game. It's really nice. Denver moves to 5-4 and Dallas to 6-2. Pats at Panthers. The Patriots win this one 24-6. Pretty nice win. Moving them to 5-4 and Carolina to 4-5. Vikings at Ravens. Ravens won this one in overtime 34-31. Moving Baltimore to 6-2 and Minnesota to a surprising, or maybe not really surprising, 3-5. Browns at Bengals. Browns destroy the Bengals lost my place. 41-16. That's what it was. Just pretty big win. I didn't expect it. I chose the Bengals. Both are 5-4 now. Bills at Jaguars. Jaguars pull the upset out. Really weird game, 9-6, which is not a score you're gonna see often. Basically just a game of field goals. But yeah, Bills couldn't get anything going offensively, and they just have a really good defense. That didn't let a lot of points, and yet they still lost. But Jacksonville moves to 2-6 and Buffalo to 5-3. Texans at Dolphins. Dolphins win this one 17-9, even though Houston had their starting quarterback coming back from injury. Technically not their starting quarterback, but Tyrod Taylor came back from injury. Deshaun Watson is still out. But Miami moves to 2-7 and Houston to 1-8. Raiders at Giants. The Giants win this one 23-16. Bad loss for the Raiders. Got killed on the ground. And their downturn just continues. So the New York moves to 3-6 and Las Vegas to 5-3. Chargers at Eagles. Chargers narrowly won this one 27-24. Moving LA to 5-3 and Philly to 3-6. Packers at Chiefs. As I predicted, Chiefs won this one 13-7. Jordan Love could not pull it out in wake of Aaron Rodgers' absence. So Chiefs move to 5-4 and Green Bay to 7-2. Excuse me. Cardinals at 49ers. Cardinals win 31-17 with backups. Like Kyler Murray, their starting quarterback, out. DeAndre Hopkins, starting receiver, out. Chase Edmonds, backup. Second string to starter, I'm not really sure. Out of there. So, what do? Colt McCoy, great game. James Conner, their starting running back, great game. Christian Kirk, their slot guy, I think. Not really sure where he is on the depth chart. Had a great game. So Arizona moves to 8-1 and San Francisco to 3-5. Sunday Night Football, Titans at Rams. Titans surprisingly pull the upset, 28-16. Even with Derrick Henry out, they still managed to win this game, and Matthew Stafford had his first not great performance as a Ram. But both are 7-2 now. Bears at Steelers and Monday Night Football. The Steelers won this one 29-27. Bad taunting call, or one that's kind of took over some social media, but basically, dude made a sack, sort of looked at the Steelers bench because he was cut by them, and didn't say a word, which is kind of weird. And then, like, about 2 or 3 seconds just looking at him, and then went back to his bench. But the ref called, like, threw the flag and also hip checked him in the process. Like, when he was walking by, the ref was like, oh, don't mind me. But, so he said that, like, the way the player was postured, he thought warranted a taunting penalty. Which is really weird. Shouldn't really have been called. Most people don't think it should have been called. But it was, and some people think it ultimately let the Steelers win the game. So, yeah, set up a field goal for the Steelers that made it closer. And the Steelers got another field goal to win. But Pittsburgh moves to 5-3, and Chicago to 3-6. And the Lions, Seahawks, Bucks, and Washington were all on their bye. My prediction record for this week, not great. This was kind of a crazy weekend. But it was 8 out of 14. I got the Falcons, the Broncos. I didn't write it down, so I'm trying to go through. The Browns, the Jaguars, the Giants, the Titans, and that's it. I thought they would all lose. They did not. They won. So that's nice. And going through each division, on top of the AFC East, the Bills at 5-3. AFC West, Chargers are at 5-3. Funny enough, all teams have 5 wins. The Broncos and Chiefs are at 5-4, and then the Chargers and Raiders are at 5-3. But the Chargers are position number 1. AFC North, Ravens at 6-2. Titans are on top of the AFC South at 7-2. Cowboys still at the top of the NFC East at 6-2. Cardinals still at the top of the NFC West at 8-1. Packers top NFC North at 7-2, and the Bucks are on top of the NFC South at 6-2. Then moving on to Week 10, Thursday Night Football, Ravens at Dolphins. I think the Ravens pull this one out 34-20. Ravens have been pretty good this year. Again, top of the AFC North. And I think they continue to be pretty good against a not great Dolphins team. Bills at Jets. I think the Bills win 30-21. The Bills did not do well this past weekend, so I don't think they will do as well as they potentially could have, or we would predict them to do if they were like last year's Bills with this, or last year's Bills offense with this year's Bills defense. But still 30-21. Bucks at Washington. I think Bucks win 32-20. They have a great passing offense, and Washington has not the best passing defense. So I think the Bucks will be able to exploit that. Falcons at Cowboys. I think the Cowboys win 30-24. This is closer than some might expect. It could be like that way where they continue to ride the low of being destroyed by the Broncos. Or they could, like, have that be a wake-up call and slingshot them forward and do really well. But I do think they will win 30-24. Saints at Titans. I think the Titans win this one 27-20. Titans are rolling. They're doing pretty well. They're kind of a weird team. Like, they're destroying teams they're not really supposed to. And they're losing to teams that they aren't supposed to either. But I don't think Trevor Siemian, the right now starting quarterback of the Saints, will be able to stop them. Jaguars at Colts. I think the Colts win this one 28-17. Colts have been better as of late. The Jaguars haven't been as great. They did win last week, but I think that was a fluke. And I think the Colts will continue to roll. Lions at Steelers. I think the Steelers win this one 24 to 17. It's still the Lions. I'm going to continue to say that until they actually win. And the Steelers are on like a 4-game winning streak. So I don't think that ends. I think the Lions go 0-9. And I think the Steelers win this one. Browns at Patriots. I think the Browns won this one 24-21. This could be surprisingly close. Both teams are pretty good and have played pretty good. They're not like the top of, like, I don't think anyone would call either team like the best in the AFC or one of the best in the AFC, but I think they're two pretty solid teams. So I think, and they're pretty evenly matched. But I think the Browns barely edge out the Pats. This could be in pretty, like, it could go either way. That's what I'm trying to say. Vikings at Chargers. I think the Chargers won this one 28-24. Chargers got rolling on offense last week, and I think they continue to do that. And Vikings haven't. Their record hasn't been that great, and I think it continues to go down. Panthers at Cardinals. I think the Cardinals win this one 35-20. Carolina is in a down spiral. Just lost Sam Darnold. Haven't been playing great besides. And I think Arizona is still trending up. Best record in the league. And they, again, won with backups this week. So, I think they continue to win. Eagles at Broncos. I think the Broncos win this one 28-23. Eagles aren't great. Broncos coming off a great win. I think they continue to win against NFC East. Yeah, NFC East opponents, that's what they are. And I think they get this win over a not great Eagles team. Seahawks at Packers. I think it depends who plays. Russell Wilson potentially might be out. I think Aaron Rodgers is definitely going to be in, I think. But I think the Packers will win 31-28, assuming both quarterbacks are starting. And then Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at Raiders. I don't know why I had to tell them that this is the last game. It's not. But I think the Chiefs win 30-27. Raiders are coming off a horrid month. They just released a former first-round pick in Damon Arnett. Really weird situation there. I encourage you to research that. But, yeah, I mean, their I think it was 2020 draft has not been good. Like, I think most of the guys they drafted are already, like, either not on the team, out of the league, or facing, like, some weird stuff. Like, Henry Ruggs is out. He was his, like, first-round pick. Damon Arnett's out, first-round pick. Then Lynn Bowden Jr. also traded to the Dolphins, like, his first year. But, yeah, not great draft. But, so I think based on this horrid month that they've had, like John Gruden, like head coach, out. Starting receiver, out of there. One of their starting quarters, out of there. I don't think they'll be able to bounce back from that, even against a not great Chiefs team. Yeah, the Chiefs have been weird this year. They have not been that good, but they're still in the AFC West race. But yeah, could potentially go either way. I did have it 30-27, so it could be pretty close. And then, finally, Monday Night Football, Rams at 49ers. I think the Rams win this one 32-24. 49ers have not been good this year. And the Rams, I think, had like a little hiccup, a little blip in the Titans. And plus, Von Miller's coming in for the Rams. So I think they will be able to take care of business. And then the Bears, the Bengals, the Texans, and the Giants are all on their bye week. And so, yeah, that does it for my reaction to Week 9 and my predictions for Week 10. Please be sure to comment down below what you think. And make sure to like and subscribe, please. I don't make money off this, but it would be nice. I would like it. So, thank you. And I guess, as always, thank you all so very much. Peace.